Coming up on Murrow News 8, another delay in the completion project downtown. We'll get a reaction from a former city council member.
And graduation day is tomorrow. We'll give you a look at where it will be held. Murrow News 8 starts now.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Hello and welcome to Murrow News 8. I'm Brooke Bovenkamp.
And I'm Sam Fulton.
The decision to approve funding for the downtown project's cost overruns is sparking frustration for a lot of Pullman residents. We spoke to Brandon Chapman.
Well, transparency is a struggle right now. I mean, you have something that's $1 million+ as an overrun, and overruns happen, but they bury this in a consent agenda. And I think that's something that needs to come out. If it was something that the city asked them to do, well, then we should still discuss that in the open. Don't bury it under a consent agenda. The other thing that's really, really important is we do have to hold contractors to what they say.
Is a former city council member for the city of Pullman.
Graduation for the fall semester is tomorrow. Our reporter Emmett is outside of Beasley Coliseum to tell you what to expect when you get here.
Thank you, Brooke. Yeah, tomorrow's ceremony starts at 10 o'clock on the dot. Now, we just got confirmation that metal detectors will be in Beasley Coliseum. Ceremonies here at Washington.
A 38-year-old Pullman man has been charged for allegedly possessing child sexual abuse material. Officers were called to Military Hill for a report that the suspect, Robert Keller, was trying to kill himself. While he was in the hospital, Keller's girlfriend allegedly found child sex abuse material on his phone. Keller was initially arrested on 20 felonies related to child porn possession.
The Aquatic Center is currently in negotiations to keep the pool open to the public. Our reporter Jose went down to find out the importance of the Aquatic Center for the community.
Pullman Parks and Recreation employee Megan Vining has been working on negotiations with the Aquatic Center to see if it remains open to the public.
The facility is owned by the Pullman School District, and that interlocal agreement has been in place for 24 and a half years, that we operate it, and they maintain ownership of it.
In September of 2000, the Pullman Aquatic Center was open to both the community and the public schools. But 25 years later, that might only be open for the public schools. Ella Eskridge, who works at the Aquatic Center, gets to see exactly what demographic typically uses the pool.
It's probably about 2/3 of the community, about 1/3 of the high school using the pool, as it is currently and as it's been in the past.
Making the Aquatic Center unavailable to the public could mean a loss to many people and programs who use the pool daily.
We are right now one of the only people who provides swim lessons for children in our area. A member was just telling me the other day how there's really nothing else for like their children to do outside, especially during this time in the winter. That's helpful to them and like healthy and safe. We're one of the few things they can do indoors with their whole family.
Although the contract comes to an end between the public and the schools in August 2025, negotiations are ongoing to see what can be done.
Currently at this time, there has been multiple meetings between school district and City of Pullman representatives. They have met back and forth, discussing negotiations.
Meanwhile, folks can enjoy the public access and other amenities of the Aquatic Center through August 31st of 2025. For Murrow News 8, I'm Jose.
Coming up, we'll take a look at the busy holiday event weekend here on the Palouse after the break.
Touchdown! Oh, did you see that? Whoa, we scored? Yeah, we scored going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No, I'll call for a ride. Wait, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine.
But I need that back.
No.
Kevin!
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Yo, Scott.
Hey.
I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you know what? I was just in there. The line is like 10 people long.
You know, I think I'll just...
Dude, are you okay?
You wouldn't believe what I was just thinking. I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
Smart man.
Did you see how that dog was looking at me?
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Pullman Fire Department is accepting donations of non-perishable food items, toys, winter wear for all ages through December 13th at 3 p.m. You can drop your donations off at the front lobby of the fire station at 620 South Grand Avenue.
For all you adults in Pullman, if you want to go shopping by yourself, you can do so today. You can drop your children off ages 2 to 5 and older at the Pullman Aquatic Center from 6 to 9 p.m. This event will be today and next Friday for only $15. You can register at the City of Pullman's website.
And head over to Bryan Hall tomorrow at 2 p.m. for the WSU School of Music's holiday celebration. The event will feature a holiday sing-along and a chance to support music students by participating in the silent auction, which is going on now through Saturday.
There will be a kids' Christmas craft party at the Gladish in Pullman on Saturday. It's from 1 to 4 and will include pictures with Santa. The event is free to the public. The Pullman Deport Heritage Center is hosting a fundraiser bazaar on Saturday. The Train Car Holiday Bazaar will be from 10 to 4 p.m. with all proceeds benefiting the center. And after the break, another business closes in Pullman. How that might affect you, where you get your nicest clothes cleaned. And Olivia K. Mayo will give you her weather report as people plan to attend graduation here in Pullman.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Today, Pullman School District is celebrating International Volunteer Day. Thank you to all the parents and community members who help our schools shine.
Another Pullman business is set to close by the end of the new year. Oxford Laundry is closing their Pullman location on December 31st. The dry cleaning service plans to keep their Moscow location open and will still provide delivery service options for the Pullman community as well.
Last month, a building malfunction led to a flood in the Murrow Music Building here on the Pullman campus. I spoke with music students here at WSU about the incident.
And a guy comes and grabs me and he goes, "Are you aware that it's like raining from the ceiling?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, where?"
The WSU School of Music was hosting the High School Choral Festival when a sprinkler malfunctioned, causing flooding in Murrow.
There was a lot of water on the first floor.
McKenna Wagner, a TA and grad student in the vocal department, was the festival manager that day.
I was told something was going on, and as I was running those floors, I heard a sound and I assumed it was the sprinkler, but I didn't see the sprinkler actively going off.
Most of the damage was like to the building itself, like the ground, the ceiling. If you are in the basement, you can see like some of the ceiling tiles like have staining from the water.
After speaking to fire marshals who responded, Wagner says the cause of the malfunction is still undetermined.
I think the reason it happened partially was because it's an old building. Like the sprinkler system shouldn't have done that when there was no visible fire or smoke. I think that we now know where to move things if it happens, but I don't know how confident I am in the building itself.
They got lucky with the outcome. However, music students like Mackenzie Jacobs are fearful of this happening again, raising questions regarding funding.
I don't know budget-wise what they're going to do to fix it or how much money they're allotting to fix it. Yeah. Oh, it could have been so much worse. Especially if the band camp weren't going on. Imagine all of the instruments that could have gotten water in them and been completely damaged. Our pianos, we have so many of them. If they were to have been damaged beyond repair, that would have been absolutely devastating for this building.
Because of security concerns in the past, rumors began to spread about how the flood started.
Obviously, there were a lot of young students and high schoolers on campus. There were rumors that someone might have thrown a shoe, that someone might have accidentally hit the sprinkler with a euphonium.
After a string of thefts in the building last year, upgrades like security cameras were proposed.
Theft is an issue in the music building, especially since we have such expensive instruments, and since all of us, or many of us, are students here, obviously we have expensive equipment, instruments, computers, laptops of our own that we want to be sure are safe all the time. And it would be nice if we had cameras for those events of theft and also of potential vandalism.
But Jacob says the school mostly just cracked down on locking doors due to a lack of funding for cameras, which raises concerns for the future of the building in the case of more events like these.
I realized that deciding where to put money is hard. I'm just glad that it didn't affect the upper floors, which are the newish floors. But that's probably also why these floors were affected, is because they're the older building.
Residents paying attention to the news may have noticed an alarming number of reported fatal crashes on the region's highways this past month. 6 fatal crashes have occurred since the beginning of November in the Pullman-Moscow area, leaving 7 dead. Most of the incidents have occurred in Idaho at an unusual common rate.
The National Weather Service forecasts thick stratus clouds continuing to spread across eastern Washington and northern Idaho. There are still some areas of freezing fog and drizzle hanging around the Spokane airport, going southwest and east into the Palouse of eastern Washington towards Pullman. So please make sure to watch for black ice heading into Friday morning. I myself was a victim of the black ice on my way to work on Tuesday. I took a spill outside, so definitely be careful. Olivia, what can we expect for weather this weekend?
Yeah, thanks, Brooke. As we all head kind of into the weekend and hopefully all head home here soon for break, we can kind of look at the weather today. A high of 36, a low of 26, and that sunset is starting to just be earlier and earlier. It is 4 p.m. tonight. Just a little winds, not much. And then looking at tomorrow, we can expect some rain tomorrow. A little higher of temperature, 47 is a high, 32 is a low, and again, that 4 p.m. sunset. But yeah, so just expect some rain tomorrow. And then kind of looking across the state, over on the western side, it is still a little bit warmer over there. Still no freezing weather for them, but still getting into that colder weather. And then the Yakima, a little bit more eastern Washington, central Washington, a high of 33, low of 29. And then kind of looking into our region, Tri-Cities, Pullman and Spokane, similar weather with the high of 36. And then moving into the 5-day forecast. This weekend it'll be a little bit rainy. Good thing no football game for us to all go watch. And then kind of into Monday, into finals week, we can expect a little bit warmer, higher in the 30s. And that's it from me. Back to you guys at the desk.
Coming up next, I got a chance to talk to a lacrosse player about how he helped the team rebuild after the break.
Days, months,
Hey, I'm Jim from across the street.
years,
I'd like to give you this.
a lifetime can rush by without realizing what we're missing. But it doesn't have to be that way. We have a choice to take action. Visit maketheconnection.net to find out more.
Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it.
WSU quarterback John Mateer was one of the 10 QBs named as a finalist for the 2024 Manning Award. The winner will be announced after the national championship in January. Mateer enters the week leading the country with 44 touchdowns and the only player in the country with 20-plus passing touchdowns and 10-plus rushing touchdowns. Cougar running back Wayshawn Parker announced on Twitter that he will be entering the transfer portal. Parker rushed for 735 and 4 touchdowns, along with 108 receiving yards and 1 score. The transfer portal opens in 4 days. And WSU is on the road to take on Boise State at the Central Arena. Cougs are coming off a road win against Nevada and improved to 7-2. Isaiah Watts led 4 double-digit scorers with 17 points and 5 second-half triplets. Lawan Watts added 13 points and team-high 9 rebounds and matched a career-high 6 assists. Tip-off against Boise State is tomorrow at 1 p.m. WSU women's basketball took on Oregon Wednesday night, losing 85-70. Cougs shot 50.8% from the field, but the Ducks got hot in the third, scoring 31 points and shot at 63.2% clip from the floor. Eleanor Villa led the team with 18 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists, while Tara Wallach also grabbed 7 rebounds with 15 points and 3 blocks. Next up, the Cougs stay on the road to take on Brigham Young University next Friday. And a look at the men's lacrosse program. We spoke to Bridger Rust on how he started the program to make it how it is today.
More important than that, it's the bonds and the friendships that you take with your teammates that really last a lifetime. And kind of that collective shared brotherhood of going through this experience of a season together, no matter how it may go.
This is Bridger Rust.
a law student at WSU, also a boss at the undergraduate student government. But most importantly, the lacrosse president who turned WSU's lacrosse team into something special.
Well, I think that a lot of the progress we've made has been in kind of putting in place the foundations of things that we need to grow, such as things like we've put together alumni games and gotten in touch with our alumni base. We've started annual fundraisers now that we can replicate into the future. Like this year alone, we've fundraised over $12,000 more than any other year in the past ever in the history of our program. And know that amount of money is not significant in the grand scheme of things, but it is a great start for us and a good foundation for us to build on going forward into the future. And, you know, as the economy kind of unfolds the way it is, the teams with the most money are going to be the most successful. And so I think really getting the ball rolling, getting the foundation started for fundraising has been huge. And also just presenting the uniformity of a team with you know, as much uniform equipment as we possibly can have has been a big part of that for us. And I think just establishing ourselves that we're going to be around every year and teams will have to travel to play us. They're not going to get out of those games, and we're not going to back out of our travel agreements. And we are going to see things through to the end if we start them. And we haven't been able to do that in the past, and so we're setting a new precedent of the way that we're going to operate as a program.
I feel like Bridge has brought a bunch of organization to our program, and kind of he's made it more professional. And like before, we had a bunch of things happen that are pretty embarrassing for a team to go through. But then once kind of our class, me, you, and Bridger's class got in, Bridger kind of took control and made some big changes.
The environment that we keep our team in as a more professional and traditional athletic environment. We understand, you know, being a club non-varsity sport, there are certain challenges we'll face and certain hoops we aren't able to jump through that normal full varsity programs are able to jump through. They're able to scholarship their athletes and have more committed athletes as such. And those are, you know, privileges we aren't able to have. But we've put an emphasis on treating it like it's a real athletics team. Like we're here, we're working to get better at something, and we play in a very competitive league, and we have to hold ourselves to a high level of competition if we're going to compete with these teams.
Yeah, he's been a great, not only mentor, but friend throughout this entire process. WSU Lacrosse was the first sports program I got to work with here at WSU as a photographer, so over the years he's kind of helped me open up into my creative freedom, and he gives me the freedom to do whatever I want in terms of the social media and photography side of our team, so it's been really great.
Due to Bridger's help, now Emma works for the football program, basketball program, and of course, the lacrosse program.
I think the biggest improvement is just structure. I know when I first came onto the scene, it was a little disorganized. I know the guys were all having fun, but I know they really wanted to improve their reputation, and I think Bridger kind of brought that new mentality to the team. So with structured practices, a new coaching system, a new hierarchy through the team, I think he's just made it a more professional program overall.
WSU Volleyball's 2024 season came to an end yesterday with a 3-0 loss to Utah Valley in the opening round of the National Invitational Volleyball Championship. Cougs hit at a clip of .210 and tallied 3 blocks against the Wolverines. Tara Vreeling and Sage Brustad led the offense with 8 kills, while Vreeling added an assist and 5 digs. Katie Ryan concluded her Cougar career with 7 kills on the night.
After the break, we put a bow on this semester's new class. The whole gang joins the desk for this bittersweet farewell.
Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
There. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Can I tell you another one? So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it. What's Beethoven's favorite fruit? Banana. What is a boxer's favorite drink? Fruit punch.
And before we conclude the semester of Murrow News 8, super important news. The McDonald's app has a one-time per week deal available. You can get a double cheeseburger for only 50 cents. I will be using
after
that.
class. Yeah, I'm actually going to get that as well.
I almost already used it earlier this week. So, and before we, well, yeah, now everybody, come on in. Big thank you to our production team. They're always behind the scenes. You never get to see them up here, but they do a lot, and they're gonna speak a little bit.
Thank you, Murrow News 8.
You guys have been great. It's been an awesome semester. Our amazing anchors and producers have done a great job this year. We've had some killer live shots like the one today. Yeah, it's been a blast. Anyone else have anything to say?
I really enjoyed learning about broadcast in this class, and I thank everyone here in front of you. They're amazing, and I just enjoy working with them every day.
I'm going to miss all of you guys. Thank you guys for an awesome semester. It really was great, and go team, go Murrow News 8.
Well, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for
And behind the
your guys' support.
camera.
This has been a fantastic experience.
I'm so proud of everyone who's been part of this production. It's been fantastic from day one to now. It's just been absolutely unbelievable, in a good way.
Thank you, Murrow News 8. I love everyone here. It's awesome. This is the best team ever.
BG, you want to talk?
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for this crew. It's been a fantastic experience. Thank you so much, guys.
I don't think I probably need the microphone, but yeah, you guys can go. I can just talk with my mic, right? Anyways, I just want to say thank you to the production team. We wouldn't be able to be here every other day without them. Yeah.
I had such a good time spending so much time with you guys.
You want to go?
I want to say thank you for everyone here, especially any of the students. Being your TA has been amazing, and getting to come back here for 455 once more is amazing.
BG, did you want to say something?
Go.
Sure, BG?
Sam?
Yeah, Sam, you got to say something.
It was an absolute blast. Everyone was great, and I will miss it a lot. And thank you, everyone, for everything.
And Jose is our producer today, and he is not out here, but a big shout out to him too. He's great.
Big heart signs to him.
Before we sign off, we want to give a huge thank you to our mentors, Matthew, Michael Lovelace, Big Marv back there, and Jeffrey Collier.
Shout out, Jeff.
Thank you for teaching us and having the patience to deal with us every day. We love and will miss you guys.
Bye.
Thank you for everything.